Hi everyone, and welcome to the bench. Well, today we're going to tie you up the Sno Cone. Now the Sno Cone is a chironomid pattern, and it works exceptionally well when the black chironomids are emerging. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we're going to use a TMC 2312 size 12. We'll use some UTC 70 black thread, a 3/32 white bead, some night glow or white superfloss for the rib, some black furry foam for the body, and some black furry foam for the thorax. First step to the chironomid is put your bead onto the hook. I've slid my little white bead right on the hook, and I'm going to put down a good base of my black tying thread, just so that the furry foam won't slip when I tie it in. I've taken one strand of my night glow superfloss or white superfloss, and we're going to go to the bend in the hook and tie this in and stretch it. Just pull this nice and tight so you get a nice thin butt section, and we'll keep that off the back for the ribbing later. I've taken some black furry foam and I've cut about a 1/8 wide strip of the black furry foam, and I've put a small little notch on the end here, cut it into a bit of a point, just so it'll go on my hook nice and thin. So we're just going to tie it into the back of the hook. Again, stretch it out, but don't stretch this black furry foam too much or else it'll break. Now that we have our furry foam tied in, we're going to start wrapping the body, and here's the important part, is keep the furry side of the furry foam towards, or the inside toward the hook. So you want the furry foam to be laying down the furry side onto the hook. And you'll see as you wrap, I'm pulling this fairly tight, and you'll see all these little hairs will start showing up on the body, and that's what we want. Small little hairs just to stick out as we're wrapping up the body and keep it fairly thin. Now that I've wrapped my black furry foam in, I'm not going to cut off the excess. I'm going to leave the excess up on the top for the thorax later. Now we're going to take our Superfloss, pull it fairly tight, and start ribbing the body. And we're probably going to put about 5 to 6 ribs on here, and as we get further up on the body, we're going to slacken off to make these ribs just a little bit wider. The last step to the fly is to take our black furry foam that we had sitting there left over, and I'm going to take about 2 to 3 wraps just to form the thorax on the fly. And we want the furry side out so that it shows up, and wrap off. To finish the fly off, we're going to whip finish, and again we're going to whip finish behind the bead, just in front of the last patch of furry foam we put in for the thorax, and that finishes off the fly. And there it is, the finished snow cone. You know, the nice thing about this furry foam is it really gives the fly a lifelike appearance.